Hi, my name is Mark Oji. In this video, I will be looking at people that's had their asylum refused and their appeal right exhausted. So basically, you've been given you've gotten a negative asylum decision, and you've been through the appeal system, and you've lost your case, and you've basically exhausted your appeal right and the right to remain in Germany. In this, at this point, the system is probably telling you, oh, you have to leave the country because you have no legal right to continue to live in Germany. Right. If this is your circumstances, or you know anyone that's that this is their reality, you need to get them to see this video. I mean, I know being in this situation can be terrifying, I mean, and can be extremely worrisome as well. You know what I mean? But I believe no matter the situation or the problem you find yourself in life, there's always a way out. There's always a way out, man. There's always a way out. Only if we are willing to apply ourselves to finding that way, because the way is always there. But only if we can apply ourselves to research and find that way, we will never find it. Well, the one way I can share in today's video is based on the story you gave them in your initial asylum application. I mean, I would not advise anyone that's in this situation to run to another European country. That's not going to solve the problem. I mean, what will what's highly likely to solve the problem that I've seen, that I've done for people before, is a simple thing as you have to sit down and go through your entire story all over again, to refresh your memory on the story that you gave the system initially. You know what I mean? And now, if you can change the course of your situation, the cause of your situation, meaning that in this present moment, I want to assume they're telling you, oh, you've exhausted all your appeal right, you have no right to leave, and you have no right to remain in Germany, you have to leave the country. In this case, your asylum, your circumstances in this country, your immigration circumstances is precarious, basically. And if you go to a different European country, or you try to, lodge in a new or a fresh application for asylum, it will be seen as a way of you trying to frustrate your removal from the country. That's if you try to make a new asylum application, it will be seen that, oh, your immigration circumstances is precarious, and you are desperate, and for that reason you're making bogus application in order to be allowed to stay in Germany. So we should not go through the route, or you should not go through the route of making a fresh application, asylum application in Germany, or even a different European country. What we should do is, based on the initial story you gave in your interview, you have to look back home. If the danger that made you abscond from your country, the danger that made you run away from your country, is still existing, is still in existence, is still, in other words, is still active. Meaning, if you're sent back to your country, your life will still be in danger. You have to bring evidence that the danger in your country that made you run off in the first place is still there. You have to show that this danger still exists. It can be by way of getting your family member or that was affected by your circumstances, or anyone to get you evidence. See, there's been a recent chaos in your home country, because of your problem that made you run away from your country in the first place. If the problem is still ongoing, if it's affecting anyone back home, you should get them to write you a letter, and post you the letter. This letter can be used as further submission, which will be considered by the immigration as new grounds. This letter or whatever evidence you can get to show that your problem is still active, that if they send you back to your country, your life will be in danger. They will be sending you back to harm, basically. So you should get this evidence and pass it on to your lawyer, or pass it on to the immigration authority. In most cases, I don't advise people to put all their hope and all their faith in lawyers, because there's only so much lawyers can do. Lawyers cannot really do magic, basically. It's you that know your story. You understand your story, the in and out of your story. Your story 100%. The lawyer don't really know your story. It's whatever ammunition you give to your lawyer that your lawyer will use to fight your case. So if you first of all, I think you should watch my previous video about asylum, because first of all, you need to understand how this system of asylum works. If you understand the way the system of asylum works, that way you will be able to frame your story and present it to your lawyer in such a way that it will become a formidable force, or a formidable weapon in the hands of your lawyer to fight on your behalf with the system. Do you understand what I mean? Your story, only you understand your story. Lawyer cannot really perform miracle for you. It's whatever story you give to your lawyer, or whatever story you give to the immigration authority, it must fall within the decision-making guidelines or standard of the asylum system. Do you understand? So this further submission you will be getting to give to the immigration authority or to your lawyer, it should fall within the asylum guidelines, that when they receive it, they will see that, okay, yes, this can be taken to consideration as new grounds. It will be called further submission. It will be considered whilst this further submission, or this new ground, is being considered. Your removal will no longer be imminent. That means your removal, they're telling you have to leave Germany, or they're looking for you because they're trying to deport you. All these deportation proceedings will be suspended until this new grounds is decided. So it will take time for this new ground to be decided. And whilst this new grounds is being decided, or even for the period of time you've been in Germany, you should apply yourself to improving yourself by going to school, learning new skills, by perhaps applying yourself to doing Ausbildung. Do you know what I mean? The system should see that you're making effort to improve yourself in the country, because yes, the country, Germany is looking for people. They're looking for foreigners to come to and settle here in Germany. At the same time, they're deporting people. For some people might wonder, if they're looking for people, why then are they deporting people? Do you know what I mean? They will deport people that are shown to the system that they're not interested in applying themselves, in improving themselves and making themselves an asset to the system. Like I said, the system, it's a system. It's made up of laws. Laws are made up of group of people So we need to understand what the system wants. You need to understand what's in the best interest of the system, and then you can best understand how you can position yourself to get the outcome that you want. You should never appeal to people's or to any system's mercy. You should appeal to people's self-interest. You should appeal to any system's self-interest, not to their mercy. You know what I mean? When you're appealing to their mercy, that's when you're praying and hoping to God to send a miracle your way. You know what I mean? Most of the time, that don't really go well. It's better to to always have your situation in a place where you have some level of control. You should have control over your situation to some extent. You don't want to put yourself in a situation where you have no control. Now in this case, you're hoping for miracle. Do you know what I mean? The best way you can have some level of control is to understand how the system works, and then you would understand or be able to come up with the best strategy to approach the asylum system to get the outcome that you want. Like I said, now that your asylum application has been refused, you've exhausted all your appeal right. What you can do now, if your life is still at risk in your home country and they're trying to send you back there, you need to get evidence to show that your life is still in danger if they send you back to your home country. You need to get evidence. You need to get evidence, and this evidence must be pertaining to you directly, not general evidence. General evidence can be oh, if like for example in Nigeria, it's being a member of IPOB or Biafra has been outlawed, and you're coming here to say, oh, I am a member of IPOB, and the organization has been outlawed in Nigeria. For that reason, you should allow me to stay here. Most of the time, they will not allow you to stay there, to stay in Germany. You need to show, even if you're a member of IPOB group that's been outlawed in Nigeria, you also need to show them here how your being a member in Nigeria has affected your life personally, and how you being a member of IPOB member in Nigeria has endangered your life and perhaps the life of your family members in Nigeria. That way they will take you seriously. You don't come to Germany and be telling them, oh, let me stay here, or wherever country you're from. Don't be telling German system, oh, let me stay in Germany because in my country it's illegal to be gay, or it's illegal to be a member of this particular group. That is probably not going to work. You need to show how you being a member of that group has endangered your life personally, and the life of your family or of your loved ones as well. Man, it's best to understand how the system works. That way you can best strategize. You can, you will be well informed, and you can pattern your story properly and present it to the system. That way, it will be there's this guy a few years ago that was going through asylum, and he was going to he had a legitimate asylum, a legitimate fear for his life in his home country. From Nigeria, he came here, but then we both worked on how to present the best way to present the story, and then he went for this asylum interview, gave his story for a long period of time. They didn't, every now and then I'll call him and ask, have you gotten decision? How is it going? And then he will say, oh, I've not gotten decision. But in the asylum interview, they told him that yes, his story is strong, and they cannot the interviewer basically was telling him that here they are convinced that his story is legitimate, and but then the interviewer is saying he believes he fabricated the whole story and the evidences before coming to Germany. This is what this guy was telling me. And then I was telling him, look, whatever the interviewer says, if the interviewer is saying he doesn't believe you, that's his personal opinion. Do you know what I mean? Still, your application has to go through the system, and this system, the process, the decision process it has to go through has to follow the European standard, European asylum application standard. It has nothing to do with his personal opinion if he believes you're telling the truth or not. Do you know what I mean? Your story has to go through a decision process. Do you know what I mean? Let's just wait and see the outcome of their decision. Over 3-4 years, they didn't give him decision. At some point, they called him to come for another interview. We sat down, went through the whole story again. He has legitimate fear for his life, but we framed the story to meet the asylum guidelines. And when he went back again, he gave the same story. But then, few months down the line, he met a lady that they got into a relationship, and now he has a family life. He's established a family life here in Germany. Do you know what I mean? But what I'm saying is, his asylum claim, he didn't get to a point where, for many years, he didn't get to a point where they're telling him, oh, we're refusing your asylum because we believe your application is bogus, or we believe the grounds for your asylum claim is unfounded. Nothing like that. Do you know what I mean? He didn't get no negative decision until he met his then girlfriend. That's now they're both married now. Do you know what I mean? But what I'm saying in nutshell is, you need to understand how the system works. That way, you can best frame your story to meet the asylum guidelines, and at the end of the day, you get an outcome that you desire. And I wish you all the best as you carry on in your pursuit to settling in Germany. If you have any question, anything you want to talk about, please feel free to write me, and I'll be more than happy to help wherever I can, if I can. Yep. Have a nice one then. Yeah. Till the next one. Bye.